Girl, let's talk. My name is Jasmine. Good morning. It is Saturday morning. It's 7:35. It's cold in the Midwest, but we are doing the daggone thing. Today's conversation, I don't have notes or anything. This was really heavy on my heart the past few days. I do struggle with seasonal depression quite bad, and I've been very proactive this year, but it started creeping in, and I wanted to share what I've been doing to stay afloat. And I think there's a lot of beauty in working on yourself when people don't see it. Like, I am one of those people, I grind when no one else is around. I've also been working on myself. And so I want to share a few things I've been doing to beat those winter blues, but not even that. I'm coming back in the springtime like, woo, we are on it. We're on it. So before we get into how we are going to upgrade ourselves in our lives and become unrecognizable before the spring, I want to talk about one of my favorite things that I like to do when I am just trying to level up my life. And it is aesthetic based. I am so excited to talk about the sponsor of today's video, Just for Kira. Just for Kira is this amazing colored contacts company that I absolutely love. They have an amazing array of colors, but they also have prescription lenses as well. I am pretty blind, so I was a little apprehensive. And a lot of companies that are colored contacts, if they do have your prescription, their colors aren't really the best, especially for us brown skinned girlies. So I was really excited to dig deeper into what colors they have in their prescriptions, and they did not disappoint. I don't know if you can tell, but I actually have two colored contacts in right now. In this eye, I have the Asa Green. In this eye, I have the Sirtha Hazel. These contacts are absolutely beautiful. They're extremely realistic and they feel very comfortable in my eye, which is something I have struggled with in the past. So I highly recommend getting this brand, which is Just for Kira. I have a code for 20% off and it is Jasmine1, so check them out now. I want to share what my natural eyes look like. They are the deepest shade of brown. I love them, but sometimes I just want to elevate my look, and sometimes I just want to look a little bit different. So the first thing is, do what you can to maintain those healthy habits. I force myself to wake up early, even though it's cold here in the Midwest. It was like negative 21 the other day. That's sick. That's sick. I use Mel Robbins' rule where she says, like, count to 5 backwards and jump out of bed. Like, do what you gotta do to get up in the morning. You have to be your biggest and best cheerleader. And to be honest, there have been days where I just kind of stay in bed a little bit longer. I mope, I grope, and I just don't do what I need to do. And I regret it every single time. Wake up early, maintain those healthy habits. Especially in a time like this, you really need to really be strict on those because it's so easy to fall back. I know for me, in previous years, in the years where my seasonal depression has been really bad, I would stay up, I would drink a lot. Well, drink more for me. I would have a few glasses of wine, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just not a big drinker. So for me, I was definitely masking and trying to self-medicate and heal in some weird form or fashion. But I found myself falling into unhealthy habits, not taking care of myself, leaving the house looking any old kind of way. It's okay to fall back and take a moment and really, it's hard. Like, I wish I could say something and give you the magic solution, but there's not, other than you need to maintain those habits, the same ones you do when it's warm and you're happy and you're thriving and the sun is out. You need to do the same thing in the winter. Also, I am looking like a glazed donut, which I love. There's nothing better than looking like a glazed donut, I'll tell you that. These colored contacts are absolutely phenomenal. Wow. These are from the brand Just for Kira, and this color is Cirtha Hazel. So Cirtha Hazel. They're so beautiful, and they're also prescription. For us blind girlies, I found us a brand. You're welcome. I have to hurry. I am going in with the Face Bond in the color 36 Deep Warm. I love this. I'm going to put it on my hand to warm it up before applying it to the outer perimeter of my face. So this is a darker color. I love a contoured look, and on those days I want to be a little bit more natural. I use a darker color on the outside and then a lighter color foundation on the inside, and it works. Another thing I always do at the beginning of the year, I go through and I clean my social media. So I'll do my detox for the entire month of January. I recommend doing it at least a month. I feel like as a society, we're way too addicted to that dopamine instant kick of doom scrolling, and it really takes a toll on me. Last year it was until March, and it was fabulous. This year I did it until mid-February, which I thought was really great. I just had to do a lot of work on my social media, so I was like, I have to go on social media because I have contracts with companies that I have to post. So, and then when I come back from social media and I'm done with my detox, I do a cleanse. I go through and I unfollow people that no longer serve me, or we don't have a relationship, or they don't inspire me. And I also clean up my photos. I go through like a huge cleanse, and I start with Instagram, then I go through my TikTok. I love my YouTube. I'm very biased, so I haven't changed anything on my YouTube yet. It's so important to do that, if not every quarter of the year, at least once a year. And the best time to do it would be at the beginning of the year, so you can really just surround yourself with things that inspire you. If you're going to be on social media that much, why are you looking at something that, first of all, brings fear? Because in this day and age, there's so many things that like scare the daylights out of me when I'm looking on social media. It's like literally doom scrolling. Or I'm comparing myself because Sally Sue has an amazing life and a great body, and she has 500,000 followers and I have 5K, which is amazing in itself. Like, you have to celebrate the small wins, but that's another thing in itself. But we somehow subconsciously torture ourselves on a daily basis from doom scrolling. Today I'm using a new concealer. I'm a little nervous about it. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Multi-Purpose Glow Concealer. I have the color 11.75. I love their applicator too. Look at that. I'm just gonna dot this here. I might use 2 concealers today. Another thing I do to glow up is I really take the time to take care of my outer appearance. It's so easy in the wintertime to just throw on a coat and 15 layers and call it a day, because I do it all the time. I do a lot of high maintenance. I have a high maintenance whole day so I can have low maintenance days after. And so there's a lot of benefits to that. I think it's really important to, if you want to become unrecognizable, you gotta live the part. Like, you can't just say, I want to be completely different in 3 months and do nothing about it. Like, you got to live the part and you got to work towards it. I am a firm believer that the way you present yourself on the outside is a huge indicator of how you feel on the inside. I truly, truly believe that. And I say it from my own experience, at least. On the days that I just throw something on and I don't really care how I look, that's also showing the world that I really don't care what happens. I don't care how I look. I don't care how you perceive me. I don't care if you respect me or not. I'm just here, like whatever. And on the days I take care of myself, I'm showing a standard of how I want people to perceive me, how I want them to treat me, and it's because of how I'm presenting myself on the outside. So find and create a routine for yourself. I don't care if it's like a 10-minute makeup routine, something that I do every time I leave the house. Do it. I'm telling you, It will be game changer for first of all, how you perceive yourself and how you ultimately become recognizable by the springtime. But also it shows people this is how she wants to be perceived, this is how she looks, and she takes care of herself. I am using this True Complexion contour kit. This is in the color Deep to Dark. This is a powder base contour. I don't use this one often, but I do like it. I like their cream complexion stick a little bit more, but I emptied it, so I need to go to the store and get it. So I always have this as backup. Another thing I've been doing to become my highest self and become unrecognizable, and we're gonna get to the more aesthetic aspects of these things later, so be patient. I'm almost there. I listen to a lot of podcasts. I listen to a lot of people that inspire me. I love the Him and Her podcast. I love Mel Robbins' podcast. I love Mariana Hewitt's podcast. I've been loving her podcast for years, honestly. It's so good. I listen to Transform. Transform is, first of all, I love the Form company. It's this health and wellness brand that was created by this woman named Sammy, based in California, which I've been following her forever. There's two Sammys, actually. So the two Sammys have this podcast where they just talk about things and talk about health and wellness and just being your best self. There's a lot of great podcasts. I like to listen to people that I feel like I would hang out with if I had the opportunity. Like, I would love to hang out with Mel Robbins. I wouldn't talk at all. I would just listen to her all day. I love those kind of podcasts that really elevate you, teach you on what you should be absorbing and eating in your body and what you should be looking for. Like, I want those podcasts that uplift you and motivate you. And when you're done, you're like, another thing, I love to change my look, or refine my look, I should say. So another thing I've been doing is refining my look. Really take the time in the winter months to truly find that signature look. So when spring is here, I can pop out and look fabulous, honey. Fabulous. There is power in this winter arc. First of all, everyone is cold and they're inside the house, so they're not worried about you. They are trying to stay afloat. So you're gonna do the same thing too. I truly love this idea, and I did it last year. I was 40 pounds heavier. Yes, I was 40 pounds heavier. Was like, you know what? I'm tired of living this way. I'm tired of this. I want to disappear and come back stronger. I did that. And was it easy? No, it wasn't easy at all. I took the time to invest in my looks. I ate healthy. I stopped drinking completely. I started reading the Bible and getting closer to God again. I really took the time, and it wasn't an overnight success. 4 to 5 months, and honestly, it's been a year, so 12 months and counting of me learning myself. It wasn't easy, but was it worth it? Yes. Yes, it was. And I love being able to say, look what I did. Because in the past, I've been that person that was like, man, I wish I would have done this a couple months ago. Man, I wish I would have done A, B, or C to better myself. I wish I would have applied for that job or traveled or really started eating healthier and spending time with people and places and things and situations that really helped me and inspired me, and I inspired them and whatever. And now to be on the other side of that, it's so powerful. So start today. It's never too late to be your highest self. I will be 35 this year, and this is the most confident, happiest, strongest, enlightened version of myself I have ever known. And the best part is, as I grow older, I'm not afraid to get older. I'm hot, I'm in my 30s, I'm in my prime, and it's only getting better for here, so clock that. Let's set. I've been loving this rare setting powder in the color medium deep, I think. I've been going crazy in this. Fenty has an amazing one too, so I can't find half of my makeup. I went on a trip on the East Coast a few months ago, and I'm pretty sure I left half of my makeup at my sister's house. And I miss that makeup dearly. I am a baker, so I set this in hard. I press it in and I let this bake for a bit. I love baking. I do like an inverse contour as well too. So I use that lighter shade and I go down. I'm not a great contour person on the nose. I feel like I've tried in the past and it didn't work. So unless the makeup artist is contouring my nose, I'm not touching my nose. Another thing I have been doing as far as aesthetics during this winter arc to become my highest self, I go to my nail and hair appointments. No one may not see me, but at least I am put together. Maintain those appointments, even if you feel like it's not worth it. I can't stand when and I'm talking about myself, I can't stand when I decide to go on a trip and then I have 2 weeks to glow up. I mean, regardless, I'm gonna be freaking out anyway because I want to look my best self when I am going on vacation. But one thing I've done in the past year is I keep my appointments, so when I go on a trip, I'm pretty much ready. Like, my nails are already done unless I want to refill. My hair's done. Like, I'm ready. The goal for this year in the springtime is you need to be ready to pop out and show out. I love Pinterest. Pinterest is phenomenal. Some of the people that inspire me for style, looks, and overall like aesthetic and grace, I love Jasmine Tooks. Some people say her name is Tookus. You know who I'm talking about. She's a dream. If you don't know who I'm talking about, you're crazy. Let me show you my Pinterest, guys. Each year, I make a board and it's like 2024 self-branding, 2025 self-branding. So I'll show you the one from last year so you guys know I'm not full of it. This is my Pinterest board from last year, and I love, like, I go through hairstyles. Look at that, that's a bomb look. And I did that last year at some point. I have outfits. I have all these ideas of how I want to be perceived. And you already know, there's the queen herself, Jasmine. She's stunning. You can see I want to become a mother this year. I want to be more refined. Jasmine, she's still on there. She's not. You're not going anywhere, Jasmine. You're going to always be on my Pinterest board. I have a lot of Bible verses as I get closer and reconnect with God. And I'm just a little bit more refined. Overall, it's about the same, but my goals are different. And I have this vision board so I can go through it and inspire myself. I have the YouTube plaque. She's happening this year, guys. I even have my Pinterest board on my screensaver on my phone. I need someone that does brows in Omaha. So if you guys know, if you live in Omaha and you know someone that does amazing brows, send them my way. Every time I've touched my brows, something catastrophic has happened. Horrible. Like, I've even like nared an entire eyebrow off. That was very traumatic. I love these contacts because I feel like I don't have to do much with my eyes. Like, I don't have to do a lot of like shimmers and things like that. Like, my eyes just draw you in. I am going to stack my mascaras today though. So the first one is this. It's a sample and I really like it. I go through, where is it? Oh, I'm using this Clinique. It's a sample. A Sephora, and I'm sure Ulta does too, but I'm a Sephora girly. I am a Sephora girly through and through, so I usually just go there 9 times out of 10. And they always have these mascara sample sets, and I do it every year because I haven't found a mascara that I truly love. Whenever I am at Sephora, I'll go and just play around with the mascaras. I will say I do love the Pat McGrath at the moment. So she is an honorable mention. And I also love the YSL Lash Clash, which is right here. So I'm going to stack those two on top of this one. This is what the first layer looks like. Aren't these contacts beautiful? Like, oh, I love them. Here's a quick little check-in on the look. Boop. Blush. Oh my god, I forgot my blush, y'all. This is my obsession. This is the YSL Make Me Blush in the color 83. I got it. I found it. I had to like dig deep for the box, but it is Spicy Berry or the number 83. It is so beautiful for the brown skin girls. Check this out. Watch. Wow. Woo! That's pretty. My coffee kicked in as soon as I said that woo. So pretty. Wow. I go crazy with this stuff. I go crazy. I think I should blend it a little bit more so it's not as harsh, but wow. Spicy Berry, YSL, Make Me Blush. You need it in your life. All right, so now that we've gone over the aesthetic things, I'm going to be Mama Bear here. This is what you really should be doing as well during this winter arc and glowing up. You need to be hydrating. You need to be drinking your water, taking your electrolytes. You can't be baddies are not dehydrated because we don't need you on the baddie team passing out because you decided to drink 4 coffees in a day with no water. Hydrate. If you want to be on the baddie squad, drink your water and hydrate. We are not going to be high cortisol girlies anymore. Take care of yourself. I don't want to see any of my friends and people I love, I'm talking to you, looking good on the outside, but not taking care of ourselves on the inside. So drink your water, eat healthy, eat well, and eat some nourishing foods, warm soups. We're not doing the fast food anymore. You don't need any fast food. Glamorize going to the grocery store. I also have these new YSL lipsticks. I think I'm going to use the color 16, which is also known as Watermelon High. It's so pretty. Wow. And it's like a nude, but it has like peach undertones too, which I really like. Kind of reminds me of summer. I want summer so bad, but summer's not here yet. But I'm gonna be ready for it. I'm gonna be looking good. I'm gonna be looking good. And so are you. So next thing you're gonna do while you're going ghost, and this is something I've done a lot in my past, this could be a good time for you to take a step away from people or situations that no longer serve you. This is the time for you to really level up. And one thing I've learned is as you climb to the top, the air gets a little bit thinner, if you catch my drift. And if you are just in a place where a friendship or a relationship or a predicament no longer serves you, as you take this time to focus on yourself and inward, this could be your time to remove yourself from situations as well. So when you come back better in the spring, you have a clean slate. No one's stressing you out. No one is taking advantage of you or making you feel weird. There's none of that. So this is a great time to truly dismiss yourself and remove yourself from situations that no longer serve you. It is what it is. All right, so I am done with the look. This is my look of today. Decided to do a little side part, which I'm actually loving. With that being said, thank you so much for listening to this conversation. We are all about glowing up and becoming unrecognizable, but my ultimate goal is for you to be the best version of you. I don't want you to copy anyone else. I just want you to love yourself and accept yourself for who you are, because you are meant for beautiful, bright, and amazing things. And thank you for tuning in to another episode of Girl Let's Talk. My name is Jasmine, and I'm sending you so much love and light. Thank you.